Imagine this. Thanksgiving week, the supermarket is absolute chaos, and some entitled middle-aged guy in a North Face vest deliberately rams his cart into my tiny 90-year-old grandmother, then has the audacity to sneer. Some people are just rude. My blood went ice cold in half a second. What happened next? He spent the next half hour frantically searching for his missing cart, while I watched with the biggest smile I've ever hidden. If you've ever had someone disrespect the people you love most and wish you could serve them a cold, delicious plate of instant karma, smash that like button right now, subscribe, and turn on notifications because this one is going to feel so good. Thanksgiving week is always insane at the local supermarket. The aisles are narrower than usual because every cart is overflowing. People are shoulder to shoulder, and everyone's a little on edge trying to grab the last can of cranberry sauce. I'm there with my grandma. She's 90, barely 5 feet tall, silver hair in the same perfect little bun she's worn for 50 years, wearing her favorite purple coat even though it's warm inside. She still insists on pushing her own cart because it keeps her strong. I love that about her. She raised me after my parents split, taught me how to make pie crust from scratch, and never once raised her voice. She's the purest human I know. We're inching down the canned goods aisle, doing the little shuffle everyone does when it's packed. I'm right beside her, carrying the heavy stuff so she doesn't have to. That's when I hear it, a loud, dramatic harumph behind us. I glance back and see this guy, 40-something, receding hairline, expensive watch, the whole I'm very important vibe. He's barreling through like he owns the place, shoving his cart hard enough that the wheels squeak. Before I can react, BM, he slams right into the back of Grandma's cart. She stumbles forward a step, her little hands gripping the handle tighter, eyes wide in surprise. It wasn't enough to hurt her, thank God, but it definitely jolted her. Any normal person would say, "Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry." Instead, this guy mutters loud enough for half the aisle to hear. Some people really are rude. Unbelievable. I swear the entire aisle froze for half a second. My grandma, sweet as ever, just gives this tiny nervous laugh and says, "Oh, it's okay, dear," even though it absolutely wasn't. But me? Something inside me snapped like a frozen branch. I felt my face get hot, my fists clenched so hard my nails dug into my palms. This wave of pure protective rage crashed over me. How dare he talk to her like that? How dare he touch her and then blame her? I opened my mouth to say something. Honestly, I don't even know what was about to come out, but Grandma gently touched my arm and whispered, "It's all right, honey. Let's keep going." So we did, but inside my head, a war was raging. We turned the corner into the soup aisle, and I'm trying to breathe, trying to let it go, but every time I blink, I see his smug little face. I see my grandma's startled eyes. I hear his voice dripping with entitlement. Then, maybe 5 minutes later, I spot him again. He's abandoned his cart right in the middle of the main walkway, because of course he did, and he's strutting toward the bathrooms like the king of the store. And that's when the idea hits me like a lightning bolt. His cart is absolutely loaded, like comically loaded. For 24 packs of bottled water stacked in the bottom like he's preparing for the apocalypse. Groceries piled so high you can barely see over it. I look at Grandma. She's studying the labels on 2 cans of green beans, completely oblivious. I lean down and whisper, "Grandma, I'm going to run back to produce real quick. I forgot something. I'll be right back, okay?" She smiles that sweet little smile. "Of course, honey. Take your time." I kiss her cheek, turn around, and make a beeline for his cart. My heart is pounding so hard I can hear it in my ears. I grab the handle. Nobody even glances at me. Everyone's in their own Thanksgiving stress bubble, and I start pushing. This thing is heavy. The water makes it feel like I'm wheeling a small car. But adrenaline is a hell of a drug. I weave through the crowd, taking the longest possible route, all the way to the opposite corner of the store, past the pharmacy, past the frozen foods, to that weird dead-end hallway by the employee entrance where they keep the extra shopping carts and the trash compactor. There's a little 3-foot gap between 2 big pallet stacks. Perfect. I angle the cart in, shove it as far back as it will go, and wedge it tight. Unless someone is specifically looking for a lost cart, it is invisible. Gone. Vanished. I step back, admire my work, and the biggest, most evil grin spreads across my face. My hands are actually shaking from the rush. I practically skip back to Grandma. She's now in the baking aisle comparing flour prices like nothing happened. I slide up beside her, trying to act normal, but I can't stop smiling. We finish shopping. We get in the checkout line. There's like 10 people ahead of us, classic Thanksgiving chaos. And that's when I see him. He comes storming out of the bathroom area, looking around like a lost toddler. No cart, no water, no groceries. Just pure confusion turning into panic. He starts speed walking up and down the main aisles, head swiveling, muttering to himself. His face is getting redder by the second. I watch him do 3 full laps. At one point, he stops an employee, a tired teenager stocking shelves, and I can hear him from 20 feet away going, "I just left it for 2 minutes." How does an entire cart disappear? The employee just shrugs. People move them sometimes, sir. His ugly mug is now peak ugly. Veins bulging. Hands thrown up in the air. Absolute meltdown. Grandma notices me grinning like the Cheshire Cat and whispers, "What's so funny, sweetheart?" I lean down and say, "I just remembered the funniest thing from earlier." She pats my cheek. "You're in a much better mood now." We pay for our groceries, load them into the car, and as we're pulling out of the parking lot, I glance back at the store windows. I swear I can still see him inside, marching around like a headless chicken, probably having to start his entire shop over from scratch, right when the store is at its absolute busiest. The best part? He never knew it was me. He never knew the quiet grandson he disrespected serve him the most perfectly petty dish of justice imaginable. For 30 minutes, maybe more, that man experienced pure, undiluted panic, all because he couldn't treat a little old lady with basic human decency. And Grandma? She went home and baked the best apple pie of her life, completely unaware that her grandson had just gone full vigilante for her honor. Sometimes karma needs a little push. And sometimes protecting the people you love means becoming the chaos they never see coming. If this story gave you that sweet, sweet satisfaction, smash that like button harder than that guy hit my grandma's cart. Drop a comment and tell me, what's the pettiest, most perfect revenge you've ever pulled on someone who deserved it? I read every single one. And if you want more stories that hit the justice spot just right, hit subscribe and ring that bell. I'll see you in the next one.